I recently bought a 60-year-old rice trailer to convert into a coffee trailer for me, my partner and the kids. We tackled rust, cut a hole for the hatch, done some welding, laid a brand new floor, and we just started fitting a brand new kitchen.
Yes.
Ran all the electrics, put some nice new MDF sheets in, and even got the kids involved.
Oh, it's a good day. Today the paint has arrived. So we've got a parcel. Let's get outside. Right, here we go. Don't look at the address. Open it up one-handed. Spare rib. Fancy. Can I get it? There we go. What we got? Rapid Guard Primer Light Grey. Trade paints. This was 50 quid.
In today's video, it's time to focus on the outside. We'll finally be painting the trailer with a full coat of primer and then the final colour, giving it a complete new look. It's going to be a little bit different to other videos. It's pretty much just a time lapse, but before we actually get into the painting, we need to do a little bit of prep. So let's get onto that first. So before I can start painting, I need to get everything prepped, and there was a lot of prep to do, and that means a lot of sanding. Lots of sanding. The sides of this old rice trailer aren't flat, and they've got ridges running all the way along them, so I had to try a few different methods to see what worked best. I started off with the angle grinder with a wire brush attachment, like a wire wheel, and that's really good at taking off any rough bits, especially in those hard to reach areas like around the ridges and in the corners. I then switched to a paint stripping disc and a sanding disc, which is a bit more aggressive and it really helped get the paint off. The only problem is that it creates a lot of heat, and because the tray is made of aluminium, I had to be careful not to stay in one spot for too long or it could warp the panels. In the end, I kept switching between all of these, depending on what areas I was working on. Nice legs. So that roof was the flattest bit, and that was pretty good with the sand, to be fair, and it was dirty. I realised I actually had not cleaned the trailer at all. So yeah, it was pretty dirty. There was stuff in there. I imagine that's been there for a long time. This back bit was messy. I didn't actually show you the process of filling these, but there was a lot of holes at the bottom here. So I filled it with that big boy filler, and then I've already sanded it, refilled it, sanded it, refilled it, and this is the final outcome. It's not bad, but it's so messy. I literally get covered. But yeah, come out quite nice though. It's good. And with the sanding finally done, it's time to go around the whole trailer and fill any gaps and seams with Stixall. This is what I've been using pretty much throughout for all the sort of gap filling, sticking. It's supposed to be waterproof, weatherproof, everything. So that's my go-to at the moment, and I guess in years to come we'll tell if it's done its job. So I've actually used this in all the rivets I've put in. I've put in a little bit of the silicone around it whilst I did it, just to make sure it's watertight. And then you can see it here on the roof where I've put those rivets in. There's a little bit of silicone popping out. So yeah, we started with the roof, sealed any gap. It didn't leak this side, but on the other side, in the same place it leaked. So I thought, right, let's just go around it and fill every hole that I can, every gap, every seam, just to make sure. And then when it's painted, you probably won't even see it anyway. It's kind of like cork when you decorate inside your house. And this is fun. So on the back bit, this used to be like a gate that opened, or a door bridge. Ramp. It was a ramp. So I wanted it to look authentic still, so I saved the hinges and I'm putting them back together, and I'm using some Stixall to sort of mimic welding, and then when I paint over it, it should look pretty accurate. So these actually do bolt up and tighten into the inside and actually hold part of that back framing on. But you'll see in a minute when it's done, it looks really nice. There we go. 1, 2, 3 original hinges. They don't work, but it looks cool. Done. Next up, we've got to hit all these corners. So the trailer's designed so when it rains, well, I think it is, when it rains, the water runs along and goes into the channels, which then goes down inside the trailer, and then somehow water escapes. But we don't want any water getting in it, so we're going to fill everything. And that's done. So look at this. This is the trailer, sanded, prepped and ready, High River. We're just gonna get ready. It's late, but we wanted to get this done. So here's a little time lapse of us getting the first lot of primer on. It's exciting. It's getting darker and darker. So we hit it with paintbrush and roller at first. About a little pot of paint. Look how dark it is now. We thought, right, we're just going to get rid of all this paint, get it all on as much as possible. And then I actually had to order some more because I ran out. I definitely underestimated. This pot's supposed to do the whole trailer, but it definitely doesn't. So yeah, that was a bust. So I had to order another, I think it was 5 litres of primer. And then I remembered, I've got a spray paint going in the shed. So I got it out and started using it. It's definitely not how it seems on TV when you're watching people do their spray painting, unless I've got a cheap spray gun, which I probably have. But anyway, once I did get it working, it wasn't that bad. And I just put a couple of, I think we put like 2 or 3 coats on in the end. But it came out looking really nice. And finally, I don't have to look at this horrible green and brown rusty trailer in my garden anymore. Look at it. It looks so much nicer. It's actually looking like a coffee trailer, I guess, or a catering trailer. The videos probably don't show you how long this has been, but this feels like such a long time that I've been working on this trailer. And honestly, if you ever have to do this yourself, sometimes it feels like you're not getting anywhere. But so it's nice when you start putting things together and it actually looks like a real thing. So with that done, it's time to get onto the actual final colour. So here it is. Look at that, lovely grey, beautiful. So this is from, where is it from? Trade Paints. So they do paint for horse trailers as well as other bits, but specifically for horse trailers. So hopefully this will do the job. There we go. So this is Paints for Trade, and this is the Storm Grey or Grey Fair. I think it's like Storm Grey / Grey Fair. So you'll see what it looks like on a trailer now. If you ever go on the website, they have so many different colours for the horse box trailers. So yeah, this is the grey, and here it is going on. It's very subtle, but you can see it's changing colour. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm so excited now to get this finished. For you eagle-eye viewers out there, you'll notice that there is a wheel on the left which has a brand new tyre and it has been painted. So in the next video I'm going to show you how I did that. Apologies for the painful watch. I was trying to adjust the paint gun to get more paint out because I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, whilst also trying to make good content for you guys. So sit back and relax, watch the paint go on. So if you've been following the series, you'd know that this is out of sync. We've already put the kitchen in, got those walls boarded up. And it was pretty tricky trying to make those other videos without showing you the colour. So yeah, crazy. Here we go. Look at these hinges now, they're painted. You can hardly tell they're not welded. I think I've done a good job there. There we go, done. I think it's looking pretty bling bling. We painted one of the hubs grey, we left one black. And when it dries, we're going to see which one looks better, but we're probably going to cover them anyway with nice chrome, like rice things. But yeah, let's look good. So that's a satin, so it's not matte, it's not gloss. It's alright. It's looking pretty sharp.